What's good, sports gamers? It's your boy Rio West. I'm back with another Madden 25 tutorial. This one, how to become a better passer. Now, I mentioned not too long ago that I was planning on dropping this video not long after the game came out, but I halted it when the news that revamped passing was coming to the game was announced. And that was a key factor in my how to become a better passer tutorial for college football 25. I decided to halt it until they implemented the revamped passing in the game. And now that the revamped passing is in the game, I'm bringing you the tutorial. So if you've been struggling with passing in Madden 25 and you need some kind of tips or pointers or whatever, this is the video for you right here. Real quick, before we get into it, if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please do so. Click that notification tab so you can stay up to speed with all Madden 25 content, whether it be updates, tutorials, franchise rebuild, team builder, etc. It helps me out greatly and I really appreciate it. But without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to your pass settings. So you want to go to options, settings, then you want to go to game options and go down to passing mechanics. Now, as you can see, mine is set to revamp passing. Passing slowdown is off. Pass lead distance, there's none. Reticle speed is 7, but I really don't need that option like say so with me just having revamp passing. Now, in prior years of Madden, I always used placement and accuracy. I never had a slowdown, and the pass lead increase, I kept that on medium. But this year, because of me playing college football 25 first, I got used to the revamped passing, and it's been my preferred method. So basically, these settings, you set it to whatever you want. I recommend you go into practice mode, play with the settings, see what you like. Next tip, stem routes. Now, prior to Madden 25, there were no custom stem routes. Now, if you play college football 25, you're familiar with stem routes and you're familiar with how they work. But if you didn't play college football 25 and you're not familiar, I'm about to show you how they work. So in prior years in Madden, you always had smart routes. So say I wanted to smart route A to the sticks. So I just smart routed him. Now you see his route goes it goes to the first down marker, put it to you like that. So in order to do that, you press Y or triangle on PlayStation. Then you press whichever icon. The icon I pressed was A for the tight end, which would be X on PlayStation. And then you see your options. I broke all of these options and everything down into how to make quick adjustments for the entire offense. So if you need specifications on all that, go check out that video. But as far as smart route, it's not showing right now because I already smart routed him. But it would be the right bumper on Xbox or R1 on PlayStation. And then what it will do is it will take that route and it will adjust it to the first down markers so that that receiver, whoever it may be, knows to go straight to the first down markers. But now we have the option to custom stem route. So you don't have to send it straight to the marker. You can send it deeper. You can bring it shorter. So in order to do that, what you would do is you press Y again, triangle on PlayStation, and then just pick your route. So I'm gonna pick B. So B is I'm not sure what route he's on. Okay, so he's on a drag route. Not all routes can have custom stems. So since he's on a drag, which is one of the routes that can't get a custom stem, I'm gonna put him on a post. So I'm gonna press Y, then I'm gonna press B, and I'm gonna flick the right stick up to send him on a post. So now you see he's on a post. Now, in order to create custom stems, what you will do is you'll do that same combination of buttons. So I'm pressing Y and then B again. And instead of pressing right bumper for a smart route, I'm going to press left bumper, which is L1 on PlayStation. And you're going to hold it. And it'll show you the route. And literally all you do is move up or down on the D-pad or the left stick. And it will adjust the route up or down. You can go however far you want up the field, or you can bring it down however you want. The choice is yours. And all of this plays a factor. Like, I specifically prefer doing these routes like this with the post route because it ends up being better. I know what you're thinking. You could probably just slant him, but you get a better animation coming off of the line doing it this way versus doing a slant. So I'm going to show you the difference. So I'm going to hike. You see that? It's just smoother. It creates more space, more separation. He gets in between the defenders better versus if I do a slant and you see it takes him a little longer. He has to cross the face of some of the defenders. So you could just play with it. There's a lot of different variations, a lot of different things you could do to benefit you just by using stem routes. So say for instance, I'll do a setup like this. I'll do a route combination like this. So I'm going to put X on an out route and I'm going to put Y on a corner. So typically what I would do to create some kind of space for one of the two receivers is I'll custom stem Y down and I'll custom stem X up to bring them closer together. So then you hike and then boom. It works perfectly. If that cornerback didn't back off in fear of the corner route from the Y receiver, then Y would have been open. But because he backed off in fear of that corner route, X ended up being open. So it's just different combinations you could play with like that. Stepping up in the pocket, something huge, but a mistake a lot of average gamers make. And that is crucial. A lot of times when users drop back to pass, they get to doing something like this. They'll just keep backing up in fear of somebody coming, and then you end up getting hit. Or they get to backing up and then immediately take off running because they're scared of being hit, like so. Now, granted, you see, I was able to get that pass off. But a lot of times you could benefit yourself in creating time and space just by stepping up in the pocket. Just being aware of who's around you in the pocket. Majority of the time, that pressure is going to come off of those edges. So if you keep backing up, if you keep dropping back, you're giving the edge rushers an advantage to get to you quicker. Versus if you step up in the pocket, they have to sit up there and continuously fight with those tackles. So watch, say for instance, I'm going to drop back, roll out, boom. And you see how I created that time for myself? And we got a touchdown off of that. And it's simply just because I stepped up and I maneuvered in the pocket. You just basically got to have pocket awareness. Don't continuously drop back. Step up, move side to side, and you create time for yourself. If I just sat here and I was a sitting duck, like so, I'm going to get tackled. But you got to be able to step up, move left or right, and buy yourself some time. So again, step up in the pocket, maneuver around, boom. It's that simple. It's literally that simple. So keynote, make sure you're stepping up in the pocket. Do not retreat. Do not roll out. Step up in the pocket. Another tip, the next tip, always make sure you want to pass lead. Always pass lead. And what do I mean by pass leading? I mean, if a receiver is running across the field and his defender is trailing him, well, you want to lead that ball in front of the receiver so only that receiver can get to it. If you don't pass lead it and you just throw it directly to him and that DB is right on him, then they're going to have a better chance at contesting it. Versus if you throw it out in front of him where only the receiver can get to it, you're helping yourself, you're helping the receiver. And also, even if it's a different situation, like if it's not the cornerback trailing him, but like a receiver's running across the middle and a linebacker is in front of his face, and you only have limited time, but you need to get it off and you want to get it to him, you simply lead it behind him so the receiver has to reach back to catch the ball, but the defender, linebacker, whoever it may be, can't get to it. So I'm going to show you. Right now, I'm going to lead one in front of a receiver. So, well, no, I led that one behind. And you saw how the receiver reached back? Again, it just depends on whatever scenario you're in. So I didn't change up my route. So that one, I didn't have like a drag or anything coming across the field, so I couldn't really play with leading a receiver. I had Wilson coming on that in route, and he was coming in between two defenders. He had just crossed one, and another one was behind him. But as you can see, I led it behind him, so only he can get it. Now watch. Watch the replay. Boom. I threw it behind him. See the animation? You can tell the animation. I threw it. He had two defenders on both sides of him, and he had to reach behind him to catch it. And the only reason I got that animation was because I led it behind him to fit it perfectly in that window where only he can get to it. Now, if I didn't do that and I just passed it normal, well, then it would have been more in front of him. And then that safety or linebacker, that linebacker would have picked it off. Or if I pass led it in front of him, it would have been a horrible pass and would have been thrown right to the linebacker. So now I'm going to show you what leading in front the receiver looks like. So now I'm going to send this receiver in a drag, and I'm going to lead it in front of him. Loft it in front of, okay, so that was too far in front of him. But just like I said earlier with the revamped passing, you saw that was a slightly inaccurate pass because it was yellow. So we're going to try that again, try leading him again. So you don't want to lead it too much. But see, there you go. You just loft it out in front of him where only the receiver can get to it, and then it's gold. So again, make sure you're leading your receiver. Make sure you throw it to wherever the receiver can get it only. You don't want to put it in a position where a defender might have it. So I'm going to try to throw one normal and just to show you what it looks like. So say I throw like this. Well, I got hit. I got pressure. Let's send him on a drag again. But I'm going to throw it normal without leading. So I threw it normal and he still caught it, but you saw how tight it was. Whereas if I would have led it, there would have been separation created between him and his defender, like so. Now they were in the zone, so that wasn't the best example. I'm gonna see if I can catch him in man again. No, that's not man, this is zone again. So, but you get the drift. You understand where I'm coming from. Make sure you're leading your receiver, whether it's in front, whether you throw it behind, so the defender can stay away from it. It just depends on your situation. Next tip, always click on your receiver. Always switch on to your receiver. And why? Because it gives you a better advantage of catching and securing the ball and doing the correct catch type that you would like to. So not all the time will the computer do or come back for the ball like you would want the computer to come back for the ball. You might lob the ball up and put it in the perfect spot for your receiver to get to the ball, but the computer won't know to come back to the ball. They're just going to keep running a route and then try to catch it when it comes near them. And if there's a defender in the area, the defender will come and cut it off and pick it off. Versus if you throw it in the right area and you click on the receiver and you stop, you break off that route, you can come back for it and cut in front of that defender's face to catch it. And also remember that there's catch types. So say like this, boom. See, now I clicked on a receiver and I turned upfield. If I didn't click on a receiver, I'm gonna show you on a replay. If I didn't click on a receiver, he wouldn't have turned upfield. So watch. Watch as the play unfolds. See, he's running a normal route, but I got on him and I turned upfield. Because I led it upfield, if I would have led it upfield and never clicked on, then that receiver would have never cut upfield to try to catch that pass. He would have kept running the route that he was running and it would have been overthrown. So that's the gift of clicking on a receiver. You always want to click on and secure that catch and create a better chance of you securing a catch in the process. Also, at the same time, another tip that I hinted at when I first started talking about this one is the different catch types. So there's 3 different types. There's a spectacular catch, there's a catch on the run, and there's a secure catch or possession catch. So the possession catch is when, say for instance, you're throwing in a tight window and you don't want to take any chances of that receiver getting hit and dropping the ball. That's what would happen if you did a catch on a run or you did a spectacular catch. If they get hit, they're going to drop the ball. But if you do a secure catch, they're going to cradle that ball and they're going to fall to the ground to make sure that they catch that ball. 99.9% of the time, they do not drop those passes. So if you feel more comfortable doing a possession catch just to make sure they secure the catch, then all you have to do is press A. Once you click on a receiver, press A or X on PlayStation. That's for a possession catch. To do a catch on the run, which is the receiver, if you throw it, if you pass lead it in front of him, and you want to make sure he just catches it and keeps going full speed, that's going to be X on Xbox or square on PlayStation after you click on a receiver. And to do an aggressive catch or spectacular catch, it's going to be Y on Xbox or triangle on PlayStation, which Those are specifically utilized for like jump balls or one-on-one balls. You want to press Y, and majority of the time that you use that, you want to make sure you're using a receiver that's got a high rating, a high spectacular catch rating, because they're going to be the ones to benefit the most. So on one-on-one balls, those are the ones that you want to use the spectacular / aggressive catch. Now, new to Madden, like I mentioned before, which I had a whole video on it, is now you can do the aggressive one-hand catch, or the one-hand catch period. It doesn't have to just be aggressive. You could do it with a possession catch, you could do it with the catch on a run, and you could do it with an aggressive catch. So I'm going to show you all of those different variations, those different animations right now. So let's say I'm going to go back to Wilson again. So first and foremost, I'm going to do a possession catch. So I led it too far in front of him. Let me do that again. All right. So possession catch first. You see he laid out for it. He dove, but he was doing a possession catch to make sure he secured it. So now I'm going to do a catch on the run. So now, catch on the run. And you see he catches it and he keeps running full stride. So now I'm going to do an aggressive catch. But as you can see, the animation is different. He's not cradling it and falling to the ground like a possession catch. He's not catching it in stride and continuing to run. He's stopping his momentum to make sure he reaches up and he grabs that catch. Now, in different instances, like one-on-one balls, it will look a lot different. Now, I'm going to show you what it looks like to do a one-handed catch. So I'm going to drift, going to loft it in front of him, and there you go. And that was an aggressive one-hand catch. So you see he slowed up his momentum to make sure he performed that aggressive catch. Now I'm going to do an aggressive catch on the run. That's what it looks like. You see he caught it, but he kept stride. Now I'm going to do a possession one-handed catch. So drop back. And you see he reached up, he grabbed it, but he cradled it and fell to the ground. So remember, always click onto the receiver and always utilize those 3 different types of catch mechanics. Aggressive catch, catch on the run, possession catch. The one-handed catch animation, that's just for fun if you want to play around with. Now, another thing that always comes in handy is pump faking. So in order to pump fake, all you do is double click whichever icon it is that you're trying to throw to, and he'll pump fake. And it comes in handy a lot because majority of the time it's going to fake out the defender that's in his area and create a better opening. So say I'm going to go to Conklin. I'm going to double tap A. And you see that linebacker slowed up. Nah, I ended up throwing it to the wrong person. But you seen that linebacker hesitate. I'm going to show on a replay. That linebacker hesitated. He wanted to follow. Pay attention. Pay attention to this linebacker right here. Watch him move. As soon as he pump fakes, he steps up that way. So drop back, pump fake. Oh my goodness. That created all kinds of space over there. I don't know what that was. Let me check out that replay. Wow. Okay, well, you see the effect of that pump fake. Right there. You can see Aaron Rodgers in the background pump fake. And as soon as he pump fakes, that DB breaks. Because I pump faked to A. So he thought I was throwing to A. And then that left this receiver wide open on the outside. Check it out again. Slow motion. Pump fake. DB breaks. Receivers wide open. And you see the effect of it. Open for a touchdown. Secure catch. And that's a majority of everything I just spoke about. So right here, pump fake. utilize getting the receiver open. So I passed it to the receiver. I clicked on to the receiver and I performed a possession catch to secure the touchdown. Now you see the effects of all these tips that I'm breaking down in this video for you. That is why it's key to always remember all of these things. They will help you become a better passer. Another tip you always want to remember is if you're under pressure, throw the ball away. Don't feel the need to continue to try to make a play. Don't feel the need to roll out of the pocket or continue to backpedal, whatever it may be. If you're getting pressured, as long as you're not in that tackle box, throw the ball away. And literally all it is you click on the right stick and he throws it away. Like so. Now that would have been a penalty in a real game because I was still in the pocket. Now when you do it, you want to make sure you're out of the pocket like so. I had pressure in my face, I threw it away. So now you don't lose yards, you don't risk the potential of a fumble, and you get another down with the same amount of yardage distance that you had on first down. Again, you getting that pressure, throw it away. Get that ball out of there. Always remember, utilize these things. Click on the right stick to throw the ball away, whether it be PlayStation or Xbox. Again, roll out pressure, throw the ball away. Money. Next tip, always utilize underneath routes. Always utilize those check down routes. Now, as you can see, this is a nice route concept, a nice route combination, a bunch of different routes that should be able to get open. But in the event you don't have time, you want to make sure you always have an underneath route, a drag route, an in route, an out route, custom routed, etc., that you could dump it off to in case you don't have time to get one of those guys. So I'm going to drop back, pressure's on, I feel it, dump it off to the drag route underneath. Get you the easy yards. If you're being pressured and you feel like you can't get it to one of those other routes, dump it off. And also you see me maneuvering that pocket in the process. So I'm not just dropping back and sitting there waiting for somebody to hit me. I'm not continuously dropping back. I'm not rolling out. I'm stepping up. So if they're not there, step up. Now I got hit, so he threw it inaccurate, but you get the drift. Drop back. If it's not there, throw it to your underneath routes and get the easy yards. Lastly, always utilize your running back out of the backfield. He can always be a safety valve for you. So whether or not you feel like you're getting extended pressure and you need somebody to protect for you, you block him. Like I just blocked him right there. He can chip. Now, I'm just playing around because I'm trying to show y'all, but you get the drift. Again, you get the drift. I threw an interception. It is what it is, whatever. But if you need an extra route, like this is a concept that I like to use a lot. I'll put him on a out route. So, boom. Oh my God, the pressure is crazy. The sheds in practice are ridiculous. I'm sure all of y'all know. But the sheds in practice are a lot faster than they are in real life. But we're going to try that concept again. Boom. And look at safety valve. Dump off, easy yards, easy check down yards. Or even if I wanted to send my tight end on a corner route instead of that drag and then send the running back across the middle like so. Now you see, I let it too far in front of him. But you get the idea. Always utilize your running back. So again, to go over everything I just went over, you want to set your pass settings to what best suits you. You want to always utilize those custom stem routes. You want to make sure you're stepping up in the pocket. You're not retreating. You're not rolling out. You step up to buy yourself more time. You always pass lead. You always switch on to the receiver. Don't forget the receiving types: aggressive, catch on a run, or rat catch, and possession catch. You always want to remember to pump fake to distract the defender to give a better opportunity for one of your receivers to get open. You want to throw the ball away when there's pressure in your face. You want to utilize your underneath routes, and you want to utilize your running back. And that's going to wrap it up for this video. Again, if you made it this far and you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please do so. Hit that notification tab so you can stay up to speed on all tutorials, all updates for Madden 25, franchise rebuild content, team builder, etc. So again, I appreciate you all. That's been my time. Till next time, peace.